What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back today. I got you guys another video. We're working on the ramp today. We're trying to put the bed on. I've done a bunch of stuff to it off camera, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the updates on it and what we've done to it and how everything's looking, and that way you guys can kind of get an idea of what's been happening at the shop. I really haven't had a lot of time to make videos because I have been working a lot and I've got other stuff going on as well. But you know, I'm trying to give you guys some sort of daily content or any kind of other daily content on my shorts. So make sure you guys go and support that as well. You know, some funny videos, stuff like that I usually don't post on my Instagram, but I'm gonna post them on YouTube, you know, just so you guys can kind of, you know, have a laugh from time to time. But let's go check out this ramp. I'll see you right now.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching.
All right, guys, so as far as everything right now on the front, it's all dropped with springs, spindles, control arms, and it has a bump steering kit, and I think you can actually see that right there. That bump steer is from Michigan Metalworks, control arms from D-Jam, spindles from McGoy's, springs from McGoy's. And I do probably plan on going a little bit lower than where it's at, but I think it looks pretty good right there as well. I still have to do the whole back suspension for the billets. It is dropped right now temporarily, just so it wasn't sticking up so much, but I got the notch in there. Those are the shocks that I previously had from the regular drop. Flip kit's on there and it's got a big block, so we still have to take all that off and put a 3-link on it, coilovers. The drive shaft barely clears for right now, but once I have everything put on, I'm gonna have to change out the drive shaft. Steel one piece, so that way I don't have to completely cut off all the cross members, because the one piece is gonna actually be a little bit thinner compared to that one. That one's real fat. So it goes from 6 inches to 4-inch tube. And the notch should clear. Everything should be good as far as that goes. The rear end is gonna move slightly back. Right now it's a little bit slightly forward because of the blocks. As the suspension travels, it tends to kick everything forward with the flip kit hole. So that's why we're gonna do the coilovers. It'll set everything straight where it needs to be. But I have to cut out the bed. I have the bed stuck out like that, and I have to make sure that the bed sits with the notch on there first, so that way when I center the rear end, everything looks centered. But yeah, it's just a quick update. Everything's looking pretty good. You guys let me know what you guys think. As far as their interior goes, I really haven't done much. Just steering wheel and a radio. Well, the radio looks pretty good too. My bad, I messed up the ignition. I couldn't turn it with my one thumb. This is the same one that I put on the giveaway truck. Same radio, so it's got like Android Auto, and that usually works with like my phone. GPS, very responsive. And so it's very responsive as far as anything goes, like on screen. One thing I don't like about this radio is that sometimes when you click your button on your phone, it's kind of delayed to the radio. I don't know if that's just something in the settings, but everything looks pretty good. Oh, I also changed out the headlights too when I was doing the whole tubs and all that. I changed out the headlights and I put these custom ones that I got. They have the LED with the amber change. I'm gonna show you right here. And I do have 10K HIDs on it right now. And let me turn off the HIDs. It looks better with them off. I think it looks good. Definitely changes everything as far as look wise. And then that's just how it looks when it's just turned on. So that looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. As far as like paint goes, once I'm done with it, I'm gonna paint it candy red. And I think I might end up upgrading wheels in the front because I think those wheels look too small. Those are 24s and those are 26s in the back, 26 by 12 reverse. But I think I might have to upgrade the front wheels. I don't know. I'm gonna drop it more, and if I like it, it looks good, then I'll probably just leave it alone. But if I don't like it and I think it needs more wheel, then we'll probably just upgrade to like a 26. It'll fill in the gap some more. But I still think it looks pretty good though. Looks good on camera at least. So as far as the engine goes, our engine compartment, we did the tubs. We did not do the firewall on these trucks with 24s. You don't necessarily have to do the firewall and it doesn't rub. With 26s, I might have to do the firewall. But the tubs on here, man, they're super hard to do. They're not as easy as like a Chevy where you can just pull out the fender and then retub it like that. On this one, you have to cut the whole subframe that it has, or the external frame that it has on there, and then you have to mount the tubs on there like that. So as far as there, we did the tub, did the wiring harness, and we just bolted it down to the tub with the computer up there, because the computer's on the passenger side on this truck. Then right here, we had to make a custom battery bracket, and then we had to make a custom fuse box bracket, which is super hard because all of the harnesses, they connect through the bottom, so there's no external like mounting hardware. That usually mounts right here to the side, but we have to get it away from here and push it this way. So that was harder than expected. And then everything right here is kind of a tight space, but we got it done. Everything works like it should. And right here, normally the AC lines are connected to the side, and then they come down to here and then through the bottom. Now we got a custom line made so that we can remove the whole hard line, and we got a soft line so that we can actually connect it down to this section. So the line comes from there, and then it comes down to right here and connects on this section. I couldn't pull this piece out, this long piece out, because it has like a filter or something inside of it. So the guy who made the line just kind of like rigged it and, you know, made it work. But eventually I do plan maybe like an engine dress up for this as well. Probably remove that intake and build a custom one. But for now, everything seems to be in place and good. I've driven the truck around a couple of times and everything seems to work extensively good. Camber is not too bad. I do still need another custom control arm or custom control arm mounts for the top, for the upper, to get a even better alignment than where it's at. but right now it doesn't look too bad. Eventually, if I do drop it more, I believe that I am gonna need those brackets for the top so that I can actually push the control arm up and still probably rock the upper factory control arm, because it does have a pretty gnarly angle on it right now, which is down there. Pretty sure you can see that. So it does have a gnarly angle, but as far as moving it in and out of the shop, shouldn't be a big problem. As far as like the ball joint goes, I used to have my truck just like this as well, but I did raise up the mount, so that would be the next step. As far as the suspension, when I drop it more, we're gonna have to relocate those arms higher so that we don't have any kind of ball joint issues. But I want to say that this probably concludes the update with the Ram. You guys let me know, guys, what you guys think of it. If it's looking good or if it's looking bad, let me know in the comments down below. I'm glad to see you guys again. I'm glad you guys are hearing my voice once more on the internet, my annoying ass voice. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for stopping by. How can I take your order?